okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford criticized Floyd Mayweather for only chasing fights that pay well. He made it clear he never thought about fighting Floyd and doesn't care for it. Crawford said those fights aren't about greatness, just hype and money. He believes Mayweather is focused on exhibitions instead of real competition. Crawford added that Floyd had his era, but now it's his time, and no money-driven idea can take away from what he has already proven in boxing.
You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Critics argue Floyd Mayweather's recent fights are more about money than building a legacy. Once praised for his perfect defense and record, he now picks exhibition matches that generate big earnings but little meaning for the sport. Analysts also point out how he constantly flashes his wealth, showing he doesn't need to fight yet still does. Because of this, many feel his focus after retirement has fully shifted to making money instead of real challenges, leaving some fans unhappy with how his career has continued.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about it, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right, he couldn't get going at the rate that he expected. But early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine though.
Former champion Timothy Bradley has been outspoken about a possible Mayweather versus Crawford fight. He said Floyd always had issues with southpaws, and Crawford's style would give him major trouble. Bradley believes Crawford has weapons Floyd couldn't stop, such as switch hitting, sharp timing, and adaptability. He downplayed the idea of Floyd being untouchable, saying Crawford's versatility would break through his defense. Bradley added that Floyd is not as unbeatable as many fans think when it comes to fighters like Crawford, sparking heavy debate.
Absolutely, but Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he's going to reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He going to reach with that right hand against Crawford? He going to get slept reaching with that back hand the way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too. No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
Some analysts argue it's unfair to compare Crawford to Mayweather. They note Floyd's resume is filled with top-level names, while Crawford hasn't faced the same level of opponents. Because of this, they think the comparison is unbalanced. They admit Crawford's success is impressive but say it doesn't yet carry the same historic weight as Floyd's. In their view, Mayweather's greatness is already settled, while Crawford is still writing his story and shouldn't be placed on the same level just yet.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo about to touch.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult gave a bold opinion, saying Crawford deserves to rank higher than Mayweather for one reason. He pointed to Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez, stressing Floyd never would have taken such a risky fight. Showbiz explained that Crawford moved up in weight to fight a dangerous opponent in his prime, while Floyd carefully chose who and when he fought. To him, that willingness to take risks gives Crawford a stronger legacy than Floyd's calculated career, challenging the idea that Floyd is untouchable.
Why is Terence Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little different. Greater impact, resume, all that shit. But better. Terence Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marlon Haggard being called 5 years. Never being at a weight, first fight at a weight against Marlon Haggard. Terence Crawford never been on middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Mayweather wouldn't need to.
Terence Crawford has grown frustrated with the constant comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He has said openly that he doesn't want to fight Floyd, reminding people that Floyd had his time in another era. Crawford insists this is his era now and that fans should look at what he is achieving today. While he respects Floyd's career, he believes it's wrong to link him with someone retired and past his prime, when he is still in the middle of proving his dominance in the sport.
Everyone's going to start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah. We ain't going up that much.
Danny Garcia, who has faced many top fighters, gave a balanced answer when asked who would win between Mayweather and Crawford. Instead of choosing one, Garcia said the fight might end in a draw. He explained that Floyd's defense and Crawford's flexible offense could cancel each other out. His response shows the respect both fighters get, as many believe they are so evenly matched that even in a fantasy fight there may not be a clear winner. Garcia's take added another angle to the fan debate.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever that man at 147, that's tough. I don't know what draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya? At 54.
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other. To be honest, I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's hard to
Former champion Shane Mosley believes Floyd Mayweather's size would be a problem against Terence Crawford. He said even though Floyd was brilliant technically, he would be too small to handle Crawford's reach, power, and versatility. Mosley explained that Crawford's stance changes and physical advantages could break through Floyd's defensive style. For him, this size gap is the deciding factor. Floyd mostly fought men around his size, but against someone naturally bigger and stronger like Crawford, the difference would be too much.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was a period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. My ears perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather two times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Showbiz the Adult added more to the Mayweather versus Crawford debate. He noted that Crawford's win over Canelo raised questions about whether his legacy now matches or even surpasses Floyd's. But he warned against simplifying it, saying one fight can't define an entire career. While Crawford's victory was historic, Floyd's legacy was built through decades of dominance across divisions. Showbiz explained that comparisons should consider consistency, opposition, and long-term success. His view respects Floyd's career while recognizing Crawford's growing place in history.
Not add heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather. You're talking Floyd Muhammad Ali. You're talking, all those guys. Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And when sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys. Okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things because they're small and they go weight classes. They kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain. All right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight class. They fight a very big guy and whatnot. I go see it with Tyson.
Trainer Stephen "Breadman" Edwards gave his own perspective. He told fans to stop forcing comparisons and let Crawford enjoy his recent success. Breadman said Crawford's win over Canelo was rare and should be celebrated on its own, without bringing Floyd into it. He also criticized the childish debates that always pit fighters against each other. In his opinion, Floyd is retired and shouldn't even be part of the conversation. The focus should be on Crawford's accomplishments and giving him full credit without endless comparisons.
To Floyd. Man, I don't really want to compare him right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, because I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing like and make up something just to. I got my opinion on how the fights will go, and but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter, and I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the young guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And unfortunately, they didn't fight. They could have. Maybe they kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing a different thing over there with PBC, and Bud was a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it did happen, and you got to just live with it. You know what I mean?
The boxing world remains split, and the argument continues. Some fans believe Crawford would beat Mayweather because of the risks he's taken, especially moving up in weight to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Others argue Floyd's undefeated record and defensive skills can't be ignored. The truth may be that both are great in different ways, representing separate eras and styles. This ongoing discussion shows how both fighters shape the sport, leaving behind legacies that keep fans debating and admiring them.
Crawford's gonna win. I used to think that the size difference was too much. That Canelo Alvarez was like, man, how are they gonna do this? He's 168, Terence Crawford is 147. But seeing what I've seen from Canelo Alvarez and seeing what I've seen from Terence Crawford, and while Terence Crawford didn't look great in his last fight, he looked awesome against Errol Spence. But to me, Terence Crawford is as good as they come. He's another all-time great. He's a legend. He's one of the best I've seen from a pound-for-pound standpoint. But to me, Terence Crawford, he's older, but a lot less wear and tear. He turned pro in 2008, but he has 41 fights to his name. Canelo Alvarez is 63. Canelo Alvarez also has taken more shots, has been more wars, quote unquote, whereas Terence Crawford was beating everybody's ass for a very long time. And almost all of his fights have been one-sided. And two, I think Terence Crawford will beat him in September. I don't know how, but I think it's going to.
Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez is seen as the moment that cemented his greatness. Going up 2 weight classes to face one of the strongest champions of the era was a huge risk. Still, Crawford handled it with skill and control. The victory proved he is not only talented but fearless, willing to take on challenges most fighters avoid. Experts believe this fight pushed him into the all-time greats list. For Crawford, it was more than another win. It defined his legacy as a fighter who takes risks and succeeds.
After Terence Crawford defeated Saul, Canelo Alvarez becomes the new, undisputed super middleweight champion and achieved GOAT status of his era. A lot of people are wondering now, what could be the next step for Terence Crawford? And to be honest with you, there's a couple of options. The great man himself, this state, a move to middleweight division could be his next step. And of course, a certain someone caught wind of this. With this interview, Janabek posted this with 2 emojis with a thumbs up and an A-OK. And to be honest with you guys, I would love this matchup here. I mean, Janabek is one of the most feared and avoided boxers in the entire game today. And look, stylistically, this could be an absolutely epic matchup. I mean, the boxing IQ and thunderous power in Janabek versus the GOAT himself. Who wouldn't want to see that? But of course, there are rumors that Carlos Adames could be Janabek's next opponent. And that could be a huge unification to see who's the top dog at 160. But after that, who knows, man? And of course, the next option could be the rematch between Saul and Alvarez. And for me, I would absolutely love to see this. I mean, the first time round was absolutely amazing to see Terence Crawford achieve greatness. But to do it again, guys, who wouldn't want to see this? And to be honest with you, it could be even bigger than the first time round. Or option 3, in my opinion, could be retirement. I mean, what he achieved in the game is absolutely unbelievable. Undisputed, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And defeating the guy, the man himself, Canelo Alvarez, to achieve that. What more is there to achieve at this point right now, guys, honestly? But look, knowing Bud, I'm pretty sure retirement is out of the question. Well, at least for now. But after what he's achieved, no one can question what he decides to do next. And look, guys, for me, even if his next move is to go to middleweight, best believe I'll be there to watch it, guys. But guys, what's your thoughts about all this? And what do you think Terence Crawford should do next? Let me know.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates. Until next time.